Hi guys, back again with me, Austin from ABBA, A Boy at Heart. Today I'm going to share to you my experience on Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch scale Tobias Beckett figure, which is based on a solo Star Wars story movie. Alright, so without further ado, let's take a look at the packaging first. This is the standard Black Series packaging that we've been looking at for several time now. The Black Series, the open window, the artwork at the front, the name of the character. This is figure number 68, and of course at the back, which is the most important, you can pause now to read the bio if you want to. Okay, from what I know, this character is kind of a mentor to my favorite character in Star Wars, Han Solo. Anyway, let's take a closer look at the figure itself, shall we? Alright, so here's the face. It's already using photoreal technology, so the quality is always very nice, as usual. Nice details on the mouth and on the eyes, even on the ears. The hairs is alright, I guess. The paint is the skull is okay. So that the paint, I'm not sure if this part is supposed to be like this. Probably it's only on mine. Anyway, okay. The long coat part is very nice. You can take it out. I like the texture and the detailing on the part here, but be careful with it, because you see this mark, accidentally kind of rip it a little bit. I already glued it on. Hopefully it will last, so we'll see. A bit of paint splash on mine, but it's okay, we can fix that later. Of course, as always, it's kind of elastic, and you can remove it if you want, of course, but there's kind of no point in that, because the arm here is sculpted with the coat in mind. Okay, I like all the wrinkles here, small details, but yeah, sure, we can take it out if you want to see what's inside. So there it is. I like the wrinkles, I like the blue details inside there. Nice. All the wrinkles here and there, and then the belt. By the way, he has two guns. It's not that rubbery. Yeah, it is, but quite solid. It does come, both comes with kind of a strap here with a little pack and little pack holes there, so you can put the gun in and then the blaster in, and then you can strap it with this little strap like that. Okay, same here. Okay, that's nice. The belt seems to be a separate piece, but kind of, I'm not sure, probably glued or seems very tight. And then this holster part here, you take a look, I can see that there's a pack, kind of a pack that attaches to a pack hole there, just like Rio, but it seems that it is glued on there, so I don't want to try to pull it out. Probably it's the same here. And then this is a molded part, which is supposed to be a strap of this holster. And then let's see his boots. Okay, there's a brownish details there, and that's pretty much it. As you can see on mine, my outer coat here is kind of ripped here. I tried to glue it on, but yeah, we'll see. But anyway, as long as you don't take it out, I think it will last very nice, because you don't really have to do that. And let's put this back on. Alright, it's very easy to put it back on. Another thing I want to share also is that the outer coat is molded in such a way that one part here is covering the blaster here, which is very nice, and the other one here is molded in such a way that it will show his blaster here. Okay, we are being given two blasters. This is the first one. It is said that it's called our SKF-44 heavy blaster. Oh, by the way, it is said also that Tobias uses a lot of range of blaster, including even the DL-44, which is being used by Han Solo. Anyway, let's compare it to the image reference. Of course, it's not perfect. It is painted with the light metallic color, with the trigger finger hole, and then a bit of details on the handle there, which is painted in kind of brownish color, which is nice. It's a bit bendy, not really, it's quite solid, but because of the way it is stored in the holster, it might bend a little bit to one side, but you can always fix it when you want to pose him with this. Alright, overall it's quite nice actually, I like it. And then it also works on both of his palm. By the way, both of his palm are trigger palm. So let's try. As you can see, it works on the right palm. The trigger finger can fit into the trigger hole, and it is quite tight as well. We can also use it on the left palm. The trigger finger does fit into the trigger hole, and it fits nice tightly as well. Now you can store it in one of the holsters, which is the one on the left. So what we do is it's facing this way, but as you can see here, the blaster looked a little bit bent to this side, and this holster is more subtle than the holster, so you have to push a little bit. It's quite tight, but as you can see here, it's kind of bent to the right. Well, but that's the place. It fits very nice and tight, and you can use the strap to lock it. That's the first blaster that we have with him. Here's the second blaster that we have been given. Is called the G29 heavy blaster, which is looked like a big revolver to me. Of course, it comes with a trigger hole, and it is painted in silver metallic. Nice, with a little bit of details here and there, plus the bit of kind of brownish color on some parts there. Okay, it's a bit rubbery, but for the most part it's solid, so be careful. So when handling it, let's try whether he can use it on both hands. Yes, he can. This is on the right palm. The trigger finger doesn't really want to go into the trigger hole, but it kind of stays and rests there, so it's okay, and it holds very nice. Let's try with the other hand. You can also put it on the left palm as well, but I find it a little bit difficult because the opening of the grip here is a bit smaller than the one on the right. Maybe it's just on mine, but anyway, it fits okay. The trigger finger also rests there. It doesn't really, well, go in just a little bit, but it holds quite nice and tight as well. You can also put it on the right holster here, which we'll try. Okay, yes, you can, but unfortunately is okay, you can actually use the strap, but I feel that the gun is a bit too big for the holster for the strap to, oh, it works. But as you can see, the pack here kind of doesn't want to close it tightly, so normally I just leave it up there, and it still holds anyway, and it's also covered with this coat here, so that's okay. For the articulation, the head is on a dumbbell joint, ball joint to a ball joint, so we get this much up and down, side to side. Of course, we have rotation there. The hand is on a ball hinge joint, the arm, sorry. So of course we'll do it with the coat on. You can extend the hinge up to that much, because we can turn around 360, and then the bicep you can bend that much, or more than 90 actually, this one, and then we can turn it around as usual. The wrist you can turn around, but also there's a small hinge there which allow us to do this, not much. And also on the right here, there's a small hinge which may not be very visible, but it's there. It's also this much, not much, but it's there on this below the chest, and we have a ball joint, so not sure if it's visible, but you can move it side to side, up and down. Oh, you can bend, you can look up that much. I'm not sure if it's visible though, but it is there. Okay, and of course you can turn it around 360. Okay, let's see the extent of the move on the legs. Because of the gun here, it might be hindered a little bit, but you can split this much, which is good enough. You can kick to the front. Again, I realize now that this part of the holster hinders the articulation a little bit, so you can't really kick to the front and to the back, but it is there. You know that the articulation is there. It's just the holster and the gun refrain us to do that. And of course rotation up here, it's there, but you know that the holster is molded to the thigh here, so unfortunately we cannot do much about that. I'm not sure if we can actually pull it out just like the one on Rio's, but I don't want to force that. But hey, let's move on to the knee. You can bend the knee. This much is a double jointed knee, so get a quite good range of motion up to this much. And on the boots, let's see, all right, we can move this downward, upward, and we have a nice rocker ankle. All right, so it's a shame that we don't have I mean, the articulation is kind of limited with the holsters, the two holsters and the two big heavy blaster gun here, but that's okay. It's not really that dynamic of a character like Rio. It's just a scoundrel, but yeah, it's there anyway. He stands roughly to the top of his hair. I think around, is that 15 centimeters? I think so. So slightly below 6 inch. And then let's compare him side to side with Moloch. Moloch is a quite big figure. I realized that. Range Trooper, and then just for scaling purposes, this is compared to a Marvel Legends, which is supposed to be bigger. This is compared to his lowest Fall, which is also part of his Scoundrel group, and then compared to a Black Series Stormtrooper, and then a Death Trooper, and of course part of his Scoundrel team, Rio. We should put Fall back here again, side to side with the companions. Alright, overall I really like the design of the character. It looks like a Star Wars-esque cowboy with the two nice blaster. Of course, I have my gripes with the articulation of the legs, which is hindered by the two holster and the gun. I like the two blasters. I like the way that the coat actually covers this blaster. You know, it shows the character, a very tricky character. Photoreal technology is nice, but also, yeah, I kind of sad with mine ripped here, but after this video I won't be taking it out again, so I think it will stays. Of course, the design of the holster can be better. I wish they used something that's more soft, kind of more elastic, so that the blaster doesn't bend like that. So thanks guys for watching until the end. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell. And of course, you can always contact me and to chat about action figure on Instagram. Ciao.